Hello, folks. So, in this video, I wanted to talk about paying bills for your Bangalore house or anything in Bangalore you have, and you have to pay electricity bill. Then there's this website called BESCOM, which is BESCOM is short for Bangalore Electricity Supply Company, basically company limited. So today I was trying to actually pay my bill, and the funny thing is I just couldn't because my UPI was failing a lot. And so like today is what, April 12th. It's 2 p.m. Since 12 p.m. I was trying. I tried later at 1:30 or something, and it still didn't work. And once it actually, the payment succeeded, but in Bestcom it didn't show up, right? So I was just wondering, I even tried paying some random amount and all, right? Apparently you can't pay an amount less than your bill. So let me show you. So I had a bill of like 500 bucks of something, 518 bucks. And finally I paid through phone pay, and it just worked out, right? So just a moment, let me show you and on phone pay I didn't use UPI this time. I used phone pay's service to pay the bill. I went and said Bangalore Electricity Supply Company Limited, and there I put in my account ID, and then it told me this is the amount, 518. It took some 1 rupee 80 paise for convenience fee using the PhonePe platform to pay the bill. And finally, it paid it off and it worked here. I used my card there instead of the UPI. I'm not sure if UPI would have worked out. I think not. I'm not sure though. And however, PhonePe itself said that my bank was not working at that time, so I couldn't even have tried using UPI. At least on PhonePe, I didn't try it on Google Pay. Let me show you first of all on PhonePe what I did. So here's my PhonePe, and when I go to recharge and bills, electricity. So here you can see my Bangalore Electricity. How you add this is by just clicking here, search by bill, and then say just Bangalore, and you should be able to see the Bangalore Electricity Supply Company Limited, and you can just add in your account ID. Right, I've already added it here, and here, so currently my bill amount is 518. Actually, it doesn't show here though. Initially it showed, but I paid already, so it says last paid this, right? So last paid is this, but now it doesn't show the bill amount, and the bill due date is 24th April, right? And the bill date was just recent, 10th April. And I couldn't actually pay on the Bestcom website because it didn't even update initially, because I got the bill from the person who came to the building, and I got the bill that this is the bill. Let me check if the bill said some amount, 500 and something only. So the bill said 518 only. Yeah. So basically, some 2 kilowatt fixed charges for 2 kilowatts, which is 120 rupees per kilowatt. So 240 rupees. That's really high. 120 rupees per kilowatt. But just for the first 2 kilowatts, I don't know why that is the case. But and then for the remaining kilowatts, 42 kilowatts, some 5.9 rupees, which is 6 rupees around. So totally with tax and everything, it was 518. So this is the bill that I have. And so last I paid was this amount. And now if I actually try to just, let's say I pay one, it will say I can't pay, amount less than 518. I should pay between 518 and 50 lakhs. Like I can pay more, but I can't pay less. So let's just put 518, and it will actually tell you. So now it's showing my account over here, UPI, but previously it showed only my card and it said UPI is not working properly. And interestingly, only for card there is a convenience fee, looks like that. For UPI, it's 518 only, but for card, it's actually 519, and you can actually see the breakup. It'll say convenience fee is this, right? And if you do this, there's no breakup and all because there's nothing extra. Interesting thing is, I already paid, so I'm not going to pay now. But the thing is this, right? Since I paid multiple times, I was just wondering what is going on. See, if you can see here, I tried paying multiple times. So you can see this is the direct electricity payment feature that I used. Here you can see, and I used my card, Visa card. So here you can see it's already debited Bangalore Electricity and all, but it didn't work out for some reason, right? I mean, I know that it didn't show up in the Bestcom website. Like it didn't like say that payment succeeded and whatnot. It just was rotating and it just didn't work. And then you can see how over here it just failed. And even on Google Pay, one moment. So even on Google Pay, I was actually trying to pay so multiple times. So you can see over here, Bangalore Electricity Supply Company Limited, right? Um, it just didn't work. It just said its payment is waiting. That's all, right? So yeah, one of them I was trying to pay on this thing. I don't know how I ended up paying for this. Like in one thing, it came up as BDG Pay something Bescom. In the other one, basically the UPI network was not working. The other one is this BDPG. I think BD, I don't know what is BD, but PG is payment gateway probably, and then B is SCL is Bangalore Electricity Supply Company Limited. So I'm guessing that's the one. So and it clearly says the name over here. So I tried paying multiple times like this, and then it didn't work out. Using UPI and using the website, and then I had to use PhonePay and use the bill payment service. And the interesting thing about PhonePay is PhonePay will tell you that even for mobile recharge, I've noticed this, and today's electricity bill recharge, I noticed this that the the what do you say entity, like for example in this case Bestcom, will update it within 4 days. I'm like, I have to wait for 4 days. I mean, fortunately, I didn't have to wait for 4 days. It just showed in some time for me. But it is possible that it will take 4 days. And Phone Pay and even I think Google Pay will be using Bharat Connect, I think. So let me show that to you. So when you just do recharge and say electricity, so you can see over here it's done using Bharat Connect, which is actually some what do you say? I think it's like a platform which helps you pay bills. So yeah. So convenience fees. What is it? So that one is the cards to cover. Okay, so for cards alone, it is there. Anyways, so yeah, they use Bharat Connect, and I think previously it was called something else, but now it's called Bharat Connect or something. And the logo also changed. I think before it was called Bharat Bill Pay or something. Um, Oops, not this. Bharat Bill Pay. I think it was called Bharat Bill Pay, but now it's called Bharat Connect, right? So yeah, it's this. This was the logo before, and now I think it's different. Um, so formally named a Bharat Bill Payment System, Integrated Bill Payment System, offering an interoperable and accessible bill. It's by NPCI, which is short for National Payments Corporation of India. Um, so yeah, I mean, PhonePay is using that and helps you do it, and that's why I paid my bill. using phone pay. But I wanted to show you, when you have multiple of these failures, how do you deal with it? Like, how do you even know if it will get refunded? Because when you go to Bescom, like when you type Bescom, and you log in, let's say I have logged in already. So this is the first page that you get into. If you go to your, this is the home page. If you go to dashboard, you'll actually notice the different details and all. For me, it's actually this one. So fortunately, it is all paid, so it's showing zero and it's saying paid. I can pay advance if I want, right? And I can also pay for multiple accounts and all. So this is one thing that I did. I'll show you what I did, and that's it. So it will show you a graph and all. Interestingly, the graph will have some bugs and all. When you scroll, and can you see that change? When you scroll, it will just change for a moment. I don't know for what reason, but it'll just change. Both of these graphs will change. Anyway, so let's say I took up some other one and try to pay for it. I won't actually pay, but I'm just saying. So let's say this is what I'm trying to pay, right? This account ID, and this is not mine. This is one of the people in my flats. So this is the amount, your current balance that you need to pay, and what you're trying to pay here. Let's say I try to pay 1 rupee, right? And interestingly, if I click I agree and do this, it goes to the top, but ideally it has to go till here only. And basically, payment cannot be made for less than the billed amount, right? So interestingly, this you can avoid by actually saying, I was just testing things out, right? So by you can say, I want to, um, number of organs is 15, and I want to do group payment. When you do this, for my payment, it's zero. It's fine. For let's say this 1369, I'll click this, and when I do, that's the total amount. But here I can click pay. You can actually pay for all and all. Select all, pay for all, deselect all, pay for all, and whatnot. Total number of accounts 13 and whatnot. And then you can just click pay. Pay all. You can say deselect all, and you can just select all, and you can say pay. It'll show you how much you're paying for everyone and all that. Right? Amount should not be less than 10. So usually in this case, amount should only not be less than 10. But it can be less than the actual bill amount. So let me deselect all and just select one of these. Let's say this 1361 rupees one. 1361 rupees one. And if I actually click pay, and it will say 1369, I can pay 1 rupee also over here, but it says original should not be less than the original amount. Oh, interesting. Okay, then I guess in my case, I was able to pay less, most probably because I had already paid the bill. Because of that, maybe. So maybe because of that, I was able to pay, I think. But the payment still has to be more than 10 rupees. It can't be 10, 10 or more. It can't be 1 and all, or 9. It has to be 10 or something like that. And then you can just click pay and whatnot. And it will just open up this. And this is where it didn't work out for me. When I paid by a UPI app, the payment succeeded, but it just didn't work out for some reason. Like, for example, let me try to pay now. Um, Let me use phone pay this time, and I'm gonna just put in the UPI ID one more, and okay, I think the UPI is still not working. Interesting, right? It just doesn't work. So this is what happened to me actually. And now how, okay, interesting. This worked. It should close now. And this should work. If it doesn't, we'll see what to do next. And we'll also see how to find out the different transactions that you tried and whatnot, because it doesn't show up. See, it's just taking a lot of time now, right? While this goes on, let me open up a new tab, and because this is going on here. So this is where I got stuck. So as you can see, it's actually trying to go into a number of accounts. It's trying to go to a page basically, but it just keeps rolling, right? After the payment has been done and it was successful, but it just keeps rolling here, like loading, rolling. So let me type Biscom here. Biscom and consumer dashboard. While this is loading, actually this has some error. So let's say go to this and or I try to pay in advance or something. I can pay 11 rupees, maybe 10 rupees again, and make payment. Should be more than 10. Okay, I'll just pay 11. Okay, bill desk, same thing, but this time I can use a different UPI app to see what happened. Pay by any UPI app. um so I'm gonna pay using a different account, I think. Let's pay. Okay, not sure if it'll work. If it doesn't, we'll figure. I think it won't be. Let's see. I mean, last time it succeeded and it still didn't work out. Okay, this time also it succeeded, but it might not just not go. So this one also it's still loading, and this one is still rolling. I don't know if it will work with cards. Anyways, this is also just rolling, right? So now to understand what happened and will you even get back the money, because it's already paid. What you can do is here on the side you can't really see what transactions you made. If you go to my accounts, um, and then and then close this, you'll see all these accounts. My services, you'll see the services, tariff, and all that, disconnection, download, bill statement, and everything. My accounts you saw. So wait, for some reason it didn't open it up. Open a new tab group, so you'll see your accounts, nothing. So this is the accounts page. One moment, let me see. Copy link address, my account. So there's nothing over here. If you go to the my account page, so where you need to be going, I mean, in the dashboard also you really can't see other stuff. Where you really need to be going is home, and you can actually do multiple interesting things here. Be careful, you can't click this arrow button properly. It'll go to some name change place or whatever. So you need to click a bit sideways of this, or just oops, this went to the name change again. So for first thing is you can do a quick payment by clicking here or clicking this rupee symbol. I'll click here. You can do a quick payment, or you can click this rupee symbol and it will go to this. And I have my account ID ready, so oops, I don't. Let me go get it now. One moment. Go to the dashboard, and my account ID is this. So let me get this. Copy. And let's say I want a quick pay. So this is Y2PMER. So this one says all this stuff, right? So you can actually do this. So you can quick pay. And the other thing you can do is you can actually check your last payment status over here. And one, you can actually do more. It's just okay. So you just move to the right of the screen and then click here. You can see tariff change, load reduction, load enhancement. So okay, or you can actually just do this. Interesting. I wasn't able to do it before. Now I'm able to do it. Interesting. On the top it doesn't work, but the moment you click the symbol, then it starts working, I think. Yeah. The moment you click the symbol, it starts working, I think. Click the arrow symbol. Initially it just doesn't work when you move around. But the moment you click go to the right, I think you can't go to the left. Go to the right and there'll be a white space, click that, and now you have moved to the right and all, and now you can just go right and left. Same thing over here, go to the right, you can go left and right now, and basically here click the last payment status. It's a bug in the app, so I mean bug in the website. Last payment status, transaction status, and here I'll paste my ID and IZU5C. So you can actually see all these transactions that I've done. So interestingly, it did receive the payments that I made. So you can see received the 11 rupees, and it doesn't say the time unfortunately, but it does say the date, and it says received. In some of them you'll notice it will say pending verification. In case the UPI just was in pending state, like it didn't get so there's a lot of pending verification. You can see how many times I tried this. So looks like this has happened to someone before also. This is my first bill, and the first time, second time, third time, the fourth time it got received, and there are some more received for 10 rupees, 11 rupees, and all. So here you can actually see for received. Let's read it out, right? And they have a transaction ID for each of these, so it's good. So for received, what they say, the payment is successfully processed at the bank side and received by the utility, which is Bescom. I believe Bescom, or it can be the Bharat or whatever the bill desk, the payment gateway, but is not yet updated in the billing system. Please wait for 2 days in order to get the status changed to completed. Even after 2 days, if the payment is not reflecting in your bill, please contact customer care. This is for received, okay? This is true for all of the received ones. For pending verification ones, so payment here for received, you can see payment is successfully processed at the bank side. For pending verification, the payment confirmation is yet to be received. Please wait for 48 hours, basically 2 days, to confirm whether the transaction gets updated to Bescom system. If not updated, transaction might get failed and amount will be auto refunded to your account. TAT for auto refund, I think TAT is short for probably time, turnaround time. Turnaround time. Oops, one moment. So it's turnaround time. You can see it here. So you have turnaround time, and you can basically see that the turnaround time for auto refund is 5 to 7 days, which is classic standard. 7 working days, not 7 days, 5 to 7 working days. So Saturday, Sunday is usually not included, at least Sunday especially. So please contact your bank and raise chargeback in case this refund is not received within the same time period. So you can actually see how many times you did the payment, and on Bescom side, is it pending, is it received and whatnot, and is it completed. For example, in this case you can see it's completed, right? In my case, I still have only received for my 518 rupees over here. But the interesting thing is, according to my dashboard, it says it's all good. I don't have to pay anything now. This is my account, and it says due amount is 0. I can pay advance, but that's it. and I can check my payment history. And if I download and check, it should say download again, open it up, and it should say 518, yes, which was today. It won't tell the proper time, unfortunately. It says 12 a.m. as the time, but the date is proper and the receipt ID is there, and it says 518, which is what I paid. So, yep. As of now, it's good, but these are some gotchas, some website issues, and in terms of the user interface, in terms of the payments, and how to check, how to do a quick payment, and how to check, um, you know, the last transactions that you did, and has it been received, and what is the view or the status on Discom side. And you can also check your, of course, your payment apps, your money apps, for example, phone pay, credit, or whatever you use, Google Pay, and all that, and check if the money has been debited, and check your bank accounts through the bank website and bank mobile application to check if the amount is debited, and check your messages to see amount is debited, and did you get a refund in case it was paid multiple times and all that. The interesting thing is, if you see what Biscom says is, once the successful payment and acknowledgement generated, refund is not entertained, and Biscom is not responsible for any double or excess payments. That is a weird thing to say, but yeah, they say, in case of online payment failure and for auto refunds, please contact your respective bank. So yeah, and they have different charges for debit card. Some of them RuPay debit card no charges, UPI no charges, but for other stuff like net banking and then credit card, debit card, there are charges depending on the amount and all that. So yeah, I mean, just manage things and see how you can actually pay for your Biscom bill, basically your Bangalore bill. And yeah, that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.